It's week 1 of the NFL, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Chiefs and the Raiders under the lights on Thursday night.
Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas.
Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season between the Kansas City Chiefs
and the Las Vegas Raiders.
The wait is finally over. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis here on the start of a new NFL season, and we kick it off with a bang on Thursday night.
What's interesting about these Thursday night games is oftentimes we hear people say, is it really fair for players to play on Thursday night? But what did we hear from both of these teams going into this one? How excited they were to have the spotlight on their teams, their franchises, the rest of the league watching them go at it.
With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package, and boy, his team loves to play around him.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And boy, he is very close close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So on fourth down, here's the Australian native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Hawk 70, 19 tight, 19 tight. 79 Broncos.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
That one into the hands of Adams downfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34.
But he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
1800.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance.
Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive.
And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
A gain there of 21 yards. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They go play fake. Mahomes. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far and 2nd down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground. honed in on it and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down.
They were just trying to get their offense a little more room down near their own goal line, but this is just going to make things worse.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Got a man open. It's Ross. That'll give him 8 that time. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Mustang 19. Warriors 17.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
The slant connects with Devontae Adams. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Looking to throw. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards. So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Here's second and a yard.
Brings up second and a yard at the Chiefs 40-yard line.
Back to throw again. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs 23. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here as they've got it with a first and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And able to work his way down to the 16. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the Chiefs 16-yard line.
Now back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Pass the 60. Hey, check that.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal.
Back to throw.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. Uses the stiff arm. And he is out of bounds here. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
They'll try again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Still 4th down.
Even after the false start, they'll still go here on 4th and goal. They'll look to throw here. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Oh, they were so close to the goal line, Charles. 4th down, they figure, well, we'll go for it. But the decision to pass winds up being a bad one with that interception.
Well, I think you said it really well. They may have just figured we're this close, we may as well go for it. Or they had a plan right from the beginning coming into this game to be aggressive. In any event, it didn't work out for them.
16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Mahomes, the pass complete on the crossing route. This is Tony with it.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Mahomes again. And that will be incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
This will be fielded at the 17. A very good return that time. 18 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
On 3rd and short. They'll try and pick it up through the air. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw.
Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
2nd down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line.
Here's a give up the middle. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. The kick by Carlson is good. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punch, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, good to get another season underway. We'll get back to you guys for the second half of the season opener. But first, let's take a look at what's still to come.
It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. The throw over the middle taken in. They'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. They're going to try and throw. Able to find Waller. That's complete.
And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football open and drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
And he will have a Chiefs first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 here on 3rd and 4.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
Well, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Mahomes now to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Isaiah Pacheco.
32 yards.
And the Chiefs are an extra point away from taking the lead. An extra point by Bass, up and good.
And they take the lead here at 7-6. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Desmond King picks it. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup. These are the situations that really tested defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Kadarius Toney. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And now it's blocked. Taking it right down Broadway. The 40. 20. And he dives into the end zone and gets the 2 points. Well, I think there was a lot of surprise from the kicking team there. After the block, they kind of froze and then realized, oh, wait, they can return this, and they returned it all the way.
And you know why they froze? Not often do you get that second sound, right? There's the kick, you hear that, and then there's that second thud when there's a block. That's when people freeze and they have to realize where the ball is. They picked it up and took it the other way.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second. Now they try the right side here.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operated.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Now a hit and a loose football.
And now headed the other way. They're across midfield.
And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
I feel like you and I...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down.
And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Chiefs.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. And the safety, Trayvon Merrick, up to make the play defensively.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night match. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Pushes him over. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Offense ready to go. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they keep handing it to him.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 43 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the long. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 15.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
I have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's got room. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. A big play there for KC. 41 yards on the ground.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
Now, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned